Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video for Domain Zoo. Starting off with the deck tech, I'm trying something different today. So I got this idea from someone in the Zoo Discord, and you can see the invite for that in the description. But they were using a deck that was incorporating some evoke elementals, so they had subtlety and fury, and they were using this card called Slip Out the Back. So this is a card that's from I believe it's from the Streets of New Capenna. So it's a relatively new card, and it takes advantage of the phasing mechanic, which is a kind of a weird one. But if you see right here, so put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, it phases out. So this works kind of like so when a creature phases out, it's not like you're blinking it or undying it or something like that. Um, it's going to be the same instance of the creature when it comes back in. So basically, you won't get an ETB trigger because it's not actually exiting the battlefield. It's just phasing out. So when it comes back in the following turn, or in this case of uh, at the start of your next turn, then it's going to come in as the same instance of the creature. It'll just have a counter on it. So why would you want to play this card? Well, there's a few reasons in the shell. For one, this is so you'll see a lot of the similar cards to what we've been doing previously with Domain Zoo. We have our one drop threats. We've got Bolt. We've got Tribal Flames. We've got Kavu. Sorry, we also have, it's like Scion was hiding over here. Let me just fix that real quick. We still have our Scion. So we have a lot of the same threats we've had. We did trim on the Neshoba Brawlers. And what did we bring in? So we have 4 Furies now. So the idea is I have tested Fury in previous Domain Zoo shells. It's very good because it's a way to clear blockers. And it's also just a very aggressive creature. And that's kind of like what our deck is about. Um, I have tested it in previous builds with some of the Undying Evil cards. So basically, I was bringing in, Undying Malice or things like that Scam uses and putting them in this deck and then trying to scam, adding kind of like the Scam Fury element along with just the typical Domain Zoo game plan. But that causes some issues because black mana is just hard to get on the first few turns. It kind of messes up our whole mana base. So Slip Out the Back being blue is very relevant because that means it's very easy for us to cast on turn one. Because our typical fetching pattern is we can just grab a breeding pool turn one, and then turn two we can get 4 colors, or we even get 5 if we want to play a Triome. So it's very easy for us to get blue mana, and we're already used to doing it for stubby D. So that's one reason you Slip Out the Back. The other reason is that uh, as opposed to an undying spell, like us adding counters, it's the same as with the undying spells, where us adding counters is actually very relevant in a deck that's trying to like kill the opponent fast. So, for example, if you add a counter to an Acatl, it's going to become a 4/4, and that's going to turn on Stubby D. And it's the same case with Fury. So, adding a counter to Fury, it becomes a 4/4, and now you've turned on Stubby D. And of course, it's still good to just make a bigger Kavu, make a bigger Scion, like that's all fine. Um, and if you notice, this is like basically another way to scam a Fury on a turn one if you have the right cards in hand. Obviously, you would need 2 red cards. You need Fury, Slip Out the Back, and another red card. And then basically you can get the same kind of Hogak effect. Turn two, you'll have a 4/4 double striker um, ready to swing in. So that could be interesting. I don't know how much that'll come up in this game because, again, we're only running 4 copies of this and 4 copies of Fury, so it may not be that common. But what will probably be more common is just using this to protect our creatures in one way or another. You could use it to chump block things and then Slip Out the Back before damage. You could use it to, like I said, if someone, bolts, Tribal Flames, Leyline Bind, like pretty much trying to target any creature with a removal spell in response, you can Slip Out the Back and it's going to save the creature and it's going to come back next turn bigger. So um, other than that, the game plan is going to be pretty much the same as what we've been doing with Domain Zoo. We still got our binding. So we're basically just taking out the 4 Neshoba Brawlers, and then there's 3 flex spots and putting in 4 Fury, 4 Slip Out the Back. I had to trim 1 Nakata. That's how I got. Um, so anyway, so that's the main deck. The sideboard is going to be pretty similar to what we've been running in previous builds. The only difference is now that I had to trim on the flex slots with Fury in the main deck. Then now a lot of those just move to the sideboard. So I've got my 2 remands in the sideboard. I've got my 2 Dromoka's Commands in the sideboard. And then I've gone down a 1-hit Etsugu, and I cut Prismatic Ending. And the reasoning is just like with main deck Fury, the matchups where hit Etsugu is relevant should be already a lot easier to win. Playing against something like Hammertime or Artifact Affinity or anything like that when we have 4 main deck Fury, is a lot easier matchup. So I didn't think we needed as much hate for those sort of matchups. So and Prowess, same sort of thing. So I do still have one Hitsugyu in there, but the idea is we don't need as many board sweeping effects because we are playing Fury. But this is just a test. I don't think anyone's actually ever tested this list, but I have played around with scamming Fury in the past, so I'm excited to try out Slip Out the Back. Um, I'm just going to take you guys through a league. If you enjoy this type of content, just go ahead, like, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. Okay, starting off with round one. Looks like I'll be on the play. I do have this hand. This hand's gonna be keep. I don't have a second red card to do the whole slip out the back trick, but I do have a Nikotl, and I have a Scion. So, in terms of sequencing, I guess we should really decide: do we want to just jam a Nikotl turn one and then hope to draw a red card? Um, that might be what we do here. Um, it's close. Like, I'm a little biased because I want to try out obviously the new cards that I'm testing in this deck. But I think I'm gonna just go with Nikotl here. I think that obviously there's a risk that I don't draw anything, but then I can just go try on turn two. And I want to put a threat on the board, especially being on the play. I want to apply some pressure. So we're just gonna go breeding pool here and play our 1/1 Nikotl. And we'll pass the turn. Hopefully we can draw a red card and then do the thing. Turn two. But we'll see. Okay, is this burn? Or is it nope, prowess probably. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm really hoping for a red card. Nope. Okay, that's fine. So we're just gonna play Heath here, and we're gonna swing in for 3. He could have mutagenic growth, which I guess would be kind of a blowout here, but at least he's using it. He's not using it to kill me. He could also have lava dart. I guess that would also be bad, but then he would sack his only land to do it. See what he tries to do here. He could, of course, do it in response, but he's probably just gonna let this damage through. Okay. I have a feeling he has a lava dart or something, but we'll just go for it. Or he has mutagenic growth. Hmm. I guess I could actually use slip out the back here, but I feel like I need to save it for the Fury. Let's see what he does. Maybe he just didn't realize that. Nah, he has to. Um. Okay. Do I want to save my Nikotl here? Um. Man, I really want to save it for Fury, but maybe I just use it on Nikotl right now. I don't know. Whatever. It's a new card. We'll test it out. This isn't necessarily ideal because he can't block next turn, but I guess he'd just be dead next turn anyway. Okay. I guess this is interesting. So I guess he does it. When a creature is phased out, it doesn't get like the benefit of being. It's not like in a zone you can see it. So right now, Nikotl can't see any of these cards, so it's only a 2/2. But it'll come back in as a 4/4. Okay, I really want a red card now, though. Okay, that is a red card. Man, do I want to pitch a Kabu? I think I have to. I think I have to go. As much as it pains me to pitch like a very strong threat, like I do still have a Scion here. So I think that's what we're going to do. I need to just slow him down while I have the chance. Obviously, if he has another mutagenic growth, it could be bad. But if I go 2 and 2, then I should be able to at least kill one of them. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll play our Scion. Obviously, it would have been cool to keep the slip out the back, but, you know, I wanted to keep my Nikado alive. We'll see if this was the right move. Try, like, double Lava Dart or something. Oh, of course, he had another mutagenic growth. Okay. Oh, okay, that was his total blowout. Sorry, I should have killed the Sprite Dragon. I didn't think that through. I didn't do the math there. That was so stupid. Okay, well, we're learning. I used to play with these cards. Yeah, I for some reason I didn't do the math where if he cast mutagenic growth, obviously he should have just done 4 damage on the Sprite Dragon or on the Soul Scar Mage, and then he wouldn't have been able to do that. That was a major punt. Because now all his threats are alive, so... But he's only at 8 life, and I have 2 big threats, so maybe he can just kill... Oh, I forgot to play a land, too. Damn it. Got distracted. Okay. Well, this isn't going well. Does he have a 3rd mutagenic growth in hand? I think it's unlikely. He could try to Lava Dart me and kill my Scion. So I think we'll just do this then. Actually, no. Yeah. I don't want my Scion to die. I guess he just bolted. I could let this damage through. I'm gonna waste a bolt on my Scion. Yep. Now you could argue I could have let this damage through, but I think it's just too high risk that I just die. But I mean, he's also... If I draw Tribal Flames, he's dead. So, yeah, it really would have been nice if I had played a land last turn. That would have been smarter. Okay, second Scion's fine. He probably can just kill me next turn, but we'll see. Come on. Man, close game. Really wish one of these Sprite Dragons was dead. That would have been way nicer. I mean, he's just going to cast like a million spells here. Yep, Swift Spear. Could have a Bolt or Lava Dart in hand. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Guess he's going to try double block Scion here. Don't think I need to play around Blood Moon. We'll just get a second red source, I guess. Yeah, that's useless. Let's see. I'm assuming he's gonna like double block me in some way, and then try to kill me in the following turn. Like, let's see, he'll double drop block with 2 Sprite Dragons. I think I'm just gonna swing with Nikado here, and then grab Gigantha. So I'm presenting lethal. Obviously, he probably has a spell in hand, a Lava Dart or Bolt or something. Although I think he would have used it last turn if he did. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this. Actually, maybe that's not smart. I think this is smart though. Okay. Grab Gigantha. So I guess he could kill me next turn with like a Bolt or something. Maybe that's what he has in hand. Oh, I don't have Gigantha. That's right. I'm using Fury. I'm an idiot. All right, we won't be grabbing Gigantha this league. Sorry, I've gotten so used to playing the same list. I guess I just die. Maybe I should just attack with both. Try to trade. He's gonna do like an iteration. Yeah, and well, we'll see. Maybe I'm not dead. I mean, if he's gonna, I'm assuming he's gonna find a burn spell, and then I will be. Gotta find at least something. Exile to land, which is interesting. Does he have like breach or something? He's fetching, so maybe that is what it is. He'll breach and then mutagenic growth. Well, that won't do it. Okay, Morphos. Just gonna dig for more something. Got something. Burn spell. Okay, it's just gonna burn the mana. Okay. I guess I'm dead to bolt if he has a bolt. But he would have just attacked for with both if he had the bolt. So I could trade with this. No, I'll just let... Maybe this is a mistake. I'm just going to let through. Okay. Well, turns out that just drawing straight, 3 straight lands in a row is not ideal. Got a little flooded towards the end of that game. But, okay. It's an interesting matchup. Obviously, the Fury should be good this matchup. Fortunately, he had 2 mutagenic growths in his opening hand, which made it... And I, kind of punted there, so... To be expected. Okay, so for this matchup, we are going to do Hidetsugu, and we're going to do Rest in Peace. I've thought a lot about this matchup, and we're going to cut all the Ragavans because Lava Dart. Let's see, I have 1 slot left. Maybe Dromoka's Command, sure. I think this is what I want to do here. So we are going down on red cards, which I suppose could be a concern because of Fury. But Ragavan is so bad in this matchup. Like, you basically can't play him. So I think this is better. Man. I don't like mulliganing in this matchup, but this hand has no threats. Just has interaction. If I don't draw into any action, I'm in trouble, but I don't know. It's a pretty good hand. I wish it had a threat. Okay, this is fine. Keep. Guess we'll bin the slip out the backs. One of them. So we don't have a turn 1 play here. Most likely we'll just get a Triumph, and then turn 2 we might just play our Scion, or we might play Rest in Peace or Bolt. I'll have to see. I suppose I could fetch Shock turn 1. I'm going to see what they play. Obviously, in this matchup, I want to be cognizant of how much damage I take. So, fetching, shocking, if I can avoid it, might be good. On the other hand, my only threat is the Scion, so I kind of want 5 colors for it. Just a DRC. I feel like I just do Triumph here. I don't think I need to use my Bolt yet. Preserve the life total. I think we just want to jam Scion here. I don't care as much about Delirium because next turn I can jam Rest in Peace. But I think I want to start getting some pressure on here. If he attacks with DRC, I'm probably just going to let it go because I don't want him to be able to bolt my Scion. But we'll see what he does. Upkeep, Vapor Snag. Wow. Okay. Well, that's annoying. Wasn't expecting Vapor Snag in this deck. Okay. Don't think I need to worry yet about Rest in Peace. I'm just going to replay my Scion. And you could say, okay, maybe I shouldn't have bolted. I guess I didn't need to bolt then. That was kind of necessary. But I just want to get rid of the DRC. I wasn't going to wait until his turn and have a chance to get another Surveil trigger. So let's see if Swift Spear attacks. I might just... he's only got 2 cards in hand. Okay, now he's got 1 card in hand. So even with mutagenic growth, well, it looks like he's gonna play it, whatever it is. Okay, he's gonna grab Gigantha. Not showing anything. Okay. Okay, binding is good. I think I probably just want to bind his Swift Spear. Again, at some point I want to use the Rest in Peace, but right now he doesn't have anything in this graveyard that I care if he flashes back. Like, I guess Vapor Snag would be annoying, but I can keep up Slip Out the Back if he does that. So I think we're just going to do this. Going in. And then we will just bind the Swift Spear when he tries to attack with it. Yep. Yep. The interesting thing is, like, I could just slip out the back right now to get the 1 extra point of damage. I think with 2 of them, it's fine. God, this is such a weird card. Oh my god, now we're just slipping out the back left and right here. Okay. Seems like our Scion's going to be pretty big here. Next turn. Put an end to any Underworld Breach shenanigans. Swift Spear, okay. Bobble, okay. Bobbling himself. Another spell. Gonna bolt me? Probably me. Yep. So he's dead to bolt no matter what. I don't know that me using another slip out the back makes a difference here. Like, he's on a 2-turn clock. Burnt spell. I guess I just have to attack through. I mean, I think, like, not attacking isn't a great move. Hmm. Like, I guess I'm dead to, he does, like, Manamorphose and then gets a bolt. Maybe I just shouldn't attack. It's too risky. I guess it's a little risky. I'm not sure. This one's close. Obviously, I want to put him on a 2-turn clock. But I think I'm going to try to block him here. I know one of his cards in hand is Gigantha. Okay. Certainly makes things easier. Okay, we got there with got to see all our slip out the backs. Well, what, 3 of 4 in the deck? So I got to cast 1. It really just I guess pumped a Scion, which I guess isn't the worst use. Obviously, like, you kind of want to force the opponent to use some removal, but It's not a bad use for it. You push through an extra thing of damage. We'll see. See as the league progresses if this, I feel like this card is worthwhile or not. Does it keep? So the age-old question: do I kill the Swift Spear this turn if he has not great to shock and kill it if he's got mutagenic growth? If I don't kill it, I could just get a Triome turn 1. Play a Kavu turn 2. I think I'm going to just try to kill it. I don't know. This is risky with mutagenic growth, I guess. That's kind of a blowout, so maybe I just go Heath here. And then play my Kavu turn 2. Try to hold on. Play around mutagenic growth. We'll give it a shot. Yep. Okay. Pretty good light up stage there. Does have the Lava Dart in the graveyard. Assuming he's going to bobble me. So let's think about this. Fortunately, I can't get red and white on separate lands with my triomes and still have domain. So I can't bolt and binding. I could that doesn't make much of a difference here. Go. I'm gonna have to shock no matter what, so. Okay, what does that change? Guess I pitch bolt. Like, so how do I not get blown out by mutagenic growth again? I have to do, if I do 2 damage here, 2 damage here, I get blown out by mutagenic growth. So if I just do 4 damage here, I think I have to do, what, 4 damage to DRC? That's not very good, though. But, I mean, I could wipe his board with this and play a Nicodle. So maybe I just do that. I don't hate that, actually. So, think about this for a second. First, let's go land. I guess I could just stub if he tries to go mutagenic growth here anyway. So I could do 3 and 1. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that. And then we'll keep the if he has it. Doesn't have it. Okay, unfortunately no slip out the back here. That'd be real cool though. Okay, and then we'll just play a Kavu. Damn, I haven't played with the with Evoke Elementals in so long, but on the draw is so nice. It is so nice. Okay, he's gonna dirtle. If I can get my Kavu starting to connect and start exiling things, that would be nice. Exile lava darts, or force him to use them. See if he has another threat here. Looks like he might. Wonder if he plays on Holy Heat. I guess we're about to find out. Yep, he does. So that would have been a reason to play Nikado. I didn't know he had that in the deck. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this. And I will shock this in so I can hold up SWD if I need to. So it's not amazing. Okay, well, I wouldn't have played the Kavu if I'd known that he had that in his deck, but I didn't know, so. I could stub this. Forces him to tap this land. I don't think that's that great, though. I'll wait till he tries to like cast a removal spell or something for the Nikadal. Okay, he's gonna play DRC, and I'll just bind it probably. Maybe I'll just bolt it. I should have. That was a mistake. I should have bolted in response, actually. Okay, second DRC. Actually, let's be smart here. I haven't really pressured his life total that much, fortunately. See if we can hold on. He's got a lot of cards in hand, which is a little concerning. I'm gonna keep casting Iteration. Would really like another threat. Okay. He's gonna attack me. Assuming at some point he's gonna start lava darting me. Maybe it's this point right now. Nope, not this point. Everybody has in hand just lands. Kind of weird. Now is he gonna like bolt my Nikadal? Okay. Playing around stub. Fine. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna lose this game now. Yeah, I didn't know he was playing on Holy Heat. A lot of these lists aren't playing on Holy Heat, so that kind of surprised me. I didn't think he had a way to kill Kavu. I probably would have played it differently if I'd seen that card before in the matchup. Fortunately, I don't have Giganta to grab. But now we're probably gonna lose. I mean, I managed to kill a lot of his threats. Unfortunately, like I couldn't get enough pressure on him on his life total, and yeah. Now he has nothing in hand. Now he's got stuff though. He can probably play land, play Strike Dragon, Lightning Bolt me. That might be lethal already there, especially if he has like another land and a Manamorphose or something. So I'll just attack. I'll just stub this bolt if he uses it. So he can play one here. But then he can't cast his Lightning Bolt. Probably need to keep stub for Lightning Bolt. Let me see if he has Fatal 7. I think I have to stub this. No, I think I have to wait for the Lightning Bolt. So does he have another land in hand? Okay, I guess that is fatal. I don't think I can win this now. I think I had to stub the earlier one. Because it'll just go to his graveyard again and he'll flashback, sacrifice a mountain again. Maybe not. Yeah, I lived. Barely. You can just bolt me next turn. Yep, drew another land. Okay, well, we lost that game. I don't know. Maybe I didn't play it well. Like I pitched Bolt to play Fury, and maybe I should have just waited on playing Fury. But I did like wipe their board basically twice, and unfortunately they just kept getting the iterations, so they could like dig for what they needed, and they killed my. Well, I only got 2 threats out, so couldn't apply enough pressure, unfortunately. That was game 1 versus Prowess. Okay, back for game 2 or round 2, playing against the Elite Waffles. I forget what this guy plays. I've played him multiple times. I think he might be on Prowess too, which would be annoying. Uh, like I want to keep this hand, but I just can't keep a one lander. Although I'm so tempted with 2 Ragavans and like all this removal for this to be good against Prowess, but I think I have to mulligan. Uh, killing me 3 land types. 3 land types. Think I'm mulligan this. Okay. I think we keep. I don't know that slip out the back's that useful here. Maybe we put that back. Um, do I want binding or do I want stubby D? I guess binding. We're gonna play our turn 1 Ragavan. I guess we're not. Sorry, we're on the draw. Okay. Looks like he's just on maybe creativity. Forest Island Mountain. So we're gonna play around Ren and 6 and not just play our Ragavan out right now. So we are gonna fetch Sacred Foundry. Sorry, we're gonna fetch. Oh man, I played the wrong land. All right, well, we're just gonna hope he doesn't have Ren 6. That was a mistake. I should have played my Nicodle, but we'll probably just get pinged by Ren 6. It's fine. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted and was supposed to play. I've done that before. Supposed to play Windswept Heath and grab Temple Garden and then play my Nicodle 2-2. Because now I'll probably just die to Ren 6. So let's see. I'm feeling it. Gotta always have the Ren 6 on turn 2. The rules of magic. It's the rules of magic. Nope, he's just gonna fire me. So he's just Rhinos. Fortunately, I have a way to stop Rhinos. So what can you do? Sorry, it's probably creativity. I don't know why I said it was Rhinos. But again, I don't have a way to stop creativity, although I do have some instant interaction. But so we'll see if I can get somewhere with this. just going to try to hold on, or he's going to ice me. A lot of possibilities here. Maybe ice this land so he can do his creativity thing. So the issue now is like, obviously I want to hold up interaction for when he goes off, but he's going to probably see that and not go off. But so I could play my Kavu and risk just him getting Archon down next turn. My Nakado's going to die. He'll gain a bunch of life. And then I can bind the Archon, which isn't great. Or I can hold this up, but I'm not really applying a lot of pressure. I think I just have to hope he doesn't have it. And if he does have it, I sacrifice my Nakadal and discard Bolt or Tribal Flame. I don't know. This one's close. Like, obviously, I want to be able to hold it up, but unfortunately, I'm like 1 mana short of being able to do what I want to do. So in the past, when I've done stuff like this, like I end up he'll just wait and he'll just play his stuff, and he's got an ice. It looks like anyway, or Prismari Command. So maybe he'll be persisting in Archon. Either way, I can bind it, but obviously not a great place to be. Yep. See if he tries to just persist. Doesn't look like he has black mana yet, though. Unless this is... No. So I'm assuming he's creating a treasure token. Yep. So now he'll be able to creativity for 2, which I guess is pretty bad for me. Maybe not. Maybe it's still 1. But see, now he doesn't have it. Let's see. No, see? Like, this is kind of what I was talking about, where I'm okay with that. Do I loot away anything here? Really want a 3rd land. You can try to ice me. Ice my blue land, maybe. Dwarven Mine. Okay. I won't get the trigger. See if he tries to block. See if he realizes he's in danger. Thinking about it. So again, like it's tough to do this with the mana I have. Like I only have 1 removal spell left, so if he gets an Archon in play, I can still bind it, but I won't be able to stop. You have another Prismari Command? Yep. So he must have just had a clunky hand. That's kind of what you have to hope for sometimes. And usually this matchup's favorable, but getting stuck on 2 lands makes this like so much harder. Now you can probably creativity for like 1,000,000. Okay. Or not. Or you just don't have anything still. Okay. I think I just bolt his bolt face. Does he have spell pierce? Maybe. I'll let him use it. If I get another land. Yeah, he's gonna waste his spell pierce, that's fine. Nope, he's gonna just let it go. Okay. I have to loot away one of these tribal flames. I really need a land. Unless he's just gonna ice me again. Nope, the 3rd ice. He does have an Archon in the graveyard, which could be concerning, but at this point, I need something other than this is like tough. I guess if I loot away tribal flames, I know he's got a spell pierce, or else he wouldn't have done that. Maybe I just try to loot away Scion. No, that's not very good. Like, I guess if I get a land, I can... Alright, I guess we'll do this. Loot away Scion. Okay. Something. I guess I could bolt this. He could fetch another dwarf token. Let me think for a second. I mean, if he gets an Archon in play, Let's see, if I do 4 to him, he'll gain 3. So he'll be at 5. Like, he most likely has just a Spell Pierce here. Whatever. Just hope that he doesn't have anything useful. Man, another land, a third land would have been amazing. What a weird game. Does he still not have anything? I guess I'll just bolt him again. At some point, he's going to use the Spell Pierces. We bolt. Guess I get green, black. I mean, he's just going to chump me again. Still 2 turns away from hard casting Archon. So let's see, I could bind a token here. Then I don't have an out if he... No, I mean, actually, yes. We are going to do that exact thing. Okay. Then, is there any reason to fetch this now? Could bluff. I can't get double red because that's not enough damage. Like, let me think through this for a second. I think we just get Savai Triumph. Because I can't double spell with Binding and Tribal Flames. I need... Because they're on the same thing. So they were going to get Savai. I'm going to try to bind the Dwarf. He probably has Spell Pierce. But at least get it out of his hand, and next turn I can Tribal Flames him, even if he gets an Archon in play. You gonna let me play this? There we go. Yep, use your Spell Pierce. No. So I guess I'm dead if he just top decks Creativity, which I assume is what he's trying to do. But I've been dead to that for a lot of turns. Oh, actually, I'm not dead. If he Creativities for 1, I'm not. Depends how many more lands he's got in hand. If he has another Spell Pierce, that'd be kind of annoying. There's a land. Okay. Okay. Now I can pay the Spell Pierce tax. Okay, we fought through it. Luckily, my opponent just didn't have it, and we were able to hang on. You like to see that happen. Normally, I like to end these games around turn 4, turn 5. Okay, so he's like Fury good in this matchup. Is Slip Out the Back good in this matchup? So we probably just need more permission, honestly. I don't know that Fury's like amazing in this. Like I could Fury or Ren, but I don't really care about Ren at all. It could give me a faster clock, potentially, but he also has Bolt, so he could Bolt or Ice the Fury. Like I don't think Fury's super relevant in this, honestly. But I think Slip Out the Back might be even less relevant. It's hard to say. Like I think I just do this. I think I just take that package out completely, maybe. Like, I mean, a couple Furies could be relevant. I don't think they're that relevant though. And then the Dromoka's Command, I do usually like. This is tough. I'm not sure exactly how sideboard with this. Like, I think like the problem being on the draw is like you don't want to like turn 1 Fury. You know, you could turn 1, try to slip out the back Fury, but then you just bolt it in response, and then like not so great. I don't know if Fury's that amazing in this matchup. Like it's hard to decide which is better, like slip out the back. Like, I guess they keep something from dying from a bolt. We're going to try this. Okay, sounds good. Got some threat action. Got a Fury, which might get used at some point, might not. Does he have Ren 6? I didn't see it. He could have it. We'll see. It'd be pretty bad if I play a 1/1 Nicodle and he just has Ren 6. So I think we'll probably play Temple Garden. We could also just play a Triome turn 1. But I think we're going to get Threat on board. So we'll just play a Triome. Or not Triumph, sorry, Temple Garden. Player Nakado, play around Ren 6. Obviously, he bolts it, It happens. We will apply some pressure, though. Temple Garden. I do have Dramoka's Command in, but I think I'd want to just play around Ren 6. I do have Flusterstorm, so I can have Team Vents next turn. And potentially Overgrown Tomb turn 3 if I need all the mana, or I can play Triumph. Okay, he didn't have the Bolt. He could have Fire. Should be annoying. Looking like that might be what it is. Yep. Okay. Annoying draw because I have no way of getting domain with this. So I guess we just have to go red-blue, and the next turn we'll go Overgrown Tomb. Maybe I can... I don't know what I would want to fluster here. Probably not much. Kind of need to save it for the actual thing. Unless you're just going to jam it to Fairy. Nope, something else. Fable. Okay, don't have anything I can do with that. But I will just kill the... I'll just kill the Goblin Shaman now. I guess it's bad if I draw another red card. For Fury, but I think we'll just do this. So I'll Flusterstorm up for the actual turn. He goes off. Okay, it's not great. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Overgrown Tomb. Obviously, I'm taking a lot of damage from my lands, but in this matchup, that's like not that big a deal. Like, it's basically, if they get the Archon down, they win. If they don't get the Archon down, they don't win. How this matchup goes, so I don't worry so much about the damage I'm taking. Okay, so now if he just tries to jam it turn 4, I can Fluster. And I've got a threat on the board, but not in amazing shape. I mean, he should play around this. Is what he's doing. He's going to probably Prismari command this, which I will also Fluster, I believe. It's close, though. I just have to hope he doesn't have it. Yep. So we're just going to do this. So I'm assuming he doesn't have a 4th land because of what he just did. So it's close. Obviously, you're like, oh, you want to keep Flusterstorm around for the combo. But at the same time, I need to keep a threat on board to apply pressure. Okay. So we're going to cycle... I'm going to swing in and cycle one of these Triomes. I guess if I drew a rag... No, I don't have mana for that anyway. We're going to cycle now. I think. What do I care less about? We'll just cycle this one. Okay. Now we're at least bluffing that we have Stubby D, but in fact we do. That's handy. Kind of crazy he couldn't get a 4th land when he I guess he discarded 2 lands, so he probably had big regrets about that. If he just tries to go for it here. He probably has like Spell Pierce or something. Wants to be able to have it up. Okay. Another land or would be great, or red card. Red card would be great. Red card. You know, ice me. Got 2 blue lands, so okay, it's not a red card, but still pretty good. Love to be able to kill, wipe his board. Fortunately, can't do that, so play Scion. I guess if he gets an Archon off, it's pretty bad. But on the other hand, I could try to hard cast Fury next turn, so I think we play this tapped. Okay, so now if he tries to ice one of my lands, doesn't matter, and he's also dead next turn, unless he can get Archon into play. Yeah, so you will not be doing that. Okay, so there's a win against creativity. We're 1-1 in the league. I'll see you guys for round 3. Okay, round 3 looks like I'll be on the play. Okay, they revealed Gigantha, so it could be a lot of different things. I like this hand, but it's got 1 lander, so I'm gonna mulligan. They're killing me. Let's see. We go. No, I can't keep this either. Sorry, the basics just kill me. Sweet. We're going to 4. Okay. Doesn't have any threats, but I don't think we go to 3. Man, I don't know. I guess I should have just stayed at 5. Like these hands were all awful. So I guess I should keep the removal around. I don't think slip out the back's gonna be very useful. Gotta put 3 cards back, so alright, this is really bad. So we should play our Triumph, and then like pray that we can get some useful spell. Maybe I should just concede this game. Okay, it's Prowess again, of course. So at least I can kill that, maybe. Okay. Make our first attempt at killing this. Probably has Mutagenic Growth. Yep. Yep. Man, Prowess is everywhere. At least I have 4 Fury in my deck now. Like, everyone is just playing this deck. So, not looking so good. I mean, obviously I need another. If I get another land, I could be much better. But right now I only have 3 types. So, this is not a matchup where you want to mulligan to 4. But I didn't really have a choice. Nice, the whole double bobble. Okay, this game's probably gonna be over very quickly. Got another burn spell, I'm assuming, like a bolt or something. Lava dart. Yep, there's lava dart. So I'm on like a 2-turn clock. Classic thing here. So I guess I just have to try to kill his Soul Scar Mage. And then see if I can hang on. He could flash back a lava dart. But that only give it +1/+1. Oh no, he had another Mutagen Growth. Of course he did. So alright, cool. It's going great. Take a casual 12. If he sacks a lava dart, I'll take another ton of damage. He's gonna draw 2 cards. So he'll probably get another lava dart or growth. Okay, it doesn't give us all the types I need. Or does it? Nope, still don't have green. So we'll just play this tapped. And then we'll just try to kill the Swift Spear, or sorry, the Soul Scar Mage. And we probably can't hang on anymore, but if he gets the turn 3 Prowess kill. Looks like he probably will. Really need a Fury at this point. No, I guess Fury doesn't help me. I don't have a red card to pitch. Really need something. Gets green mana so I can cast my Scion. My best bet. Nope. Or maybe I'm already dead. Close to dead. Fury just in time. Okay, we'll go to game 2. That was a blowout, but I mean, I was on mulligan 4 on some really terrible hands. With just like the mana was just too awkward, so that's what happens. Okay, we're gonna bring in our head Sugu. We're gonna take out our Ragavans because of Lava Dart. He's just too much a liability. We're gonna bring in our Rest in Peace. We're gonna bring in Dramoka's Command. That's what we're gonna do with it. So let's see if we can get some better hands here. In theory, Fury should make this matchup easier, but so far, the last few games hasn't. Or in the first round, it didn't really help that much. But I also kind of misplayed. I should have just played more around. Well, I guess it did help us in one of the games. It wiped their board, but we still lost. They'll probably bring in. Well, they don't really know what I'm on. Maybe Sanctifier and Vec. I don't think they run Sanctifier. I mean, they might bring in Prismatic Ending. It's hard. I don't know if they actually know I'm on Zoo. I guess I had Tribal Flames, so they should know. So usually they, I think, bring in Prismatic Ending if it's in this sideboard, or Blood Moon, I guess. But he with like the ones that are splashing for blue probably don't have Blood Moon. But Prismatic Ending is, I feel like, the most likely if he's splashing white. We'll see though. All the lists are a little different. Okay, this hand's better. I think we just go Triumph turn 1 here. I'll play Scion turn 2 and then maybe Fury if he's got some threats or something, or just Bolt. Or Binding. See what it depends what threat he plays. DRC. Could just Bolt that. Yeah, that's strong. Maybe I just play Mana Coddle and then Bolt the DRC? Or should I keep the red mana? Or I could Binding the DRC. It's like, should I keep the red up for I could play Scion here. Try him. I think I'm just gonna play Scion. This one's very close. Like I could Bolt the DRC right now. If he has mutagenic growth, it doesn't matter. I kind of want to do that and just play Nikotl, but it's very close. Obviously, I gave up my pitch spell for Fury, so you can debate whether that was smart or not. And I also could have just played Scion there. There are a lot of different options. Okay, now I'll use Binding on that if I draw another land. Ooh, baby. We don't have a red card. Of course we don't. Damn. Okay, I think I just attack for 3 and then play Scion here. I don't care that much about playing Rest in Peace yet. If we get a red card, it'll be sweet. I want to apply more pressure than... I don't care if the Sprite Dragon gets that big. I guess it'll do damage to me, but... The alternative is... No, I think this makes sense to do. We're going to apply a little more pressure. This is close. Like, this matchup especially is tricky. I don't know what this guy could possibly have right now. Don't think he's playing Subtlety. That would be interesting. That'd be some spicy deck tech. Fortunately, we have the 3rd land. That would make our stuff a lot easier. He could just Blood Moon me, but I don't think he will with his mana choices. That'll shut him off too much. Okay, and if Sprite Dragon swings in, I probably just let it through. I'm going to take a bunch of damage from it, but I don't want to lose my Scion, I don't think. If I can avoid it. We'll see what he does here. Next turn, I can have, like, I can bind and slip out the back, or if I get a red card, I can just, like, wipe his board. It's always fun. We'll see, though. Maybe not. The Sprite Dragon might get too big. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this attack through. Obviously, like I could take a dump. You know, he could have like 2 bolts, and I take like huge amount of damage, but I will deal with his threats on the crackback. So I'm just gonna play around him having other spells. He's got 3 open mana. I'm sure he's got other stuff open. Yep. So he's just waiting on Vapor Sag. Kind of annoying though. He waits till I declared blockers. I guess these decks all boarded. I should have remembered Vapor Snag. Like actually very strange that he waited. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but then I'll kill his 1 threat. Let's see, he has another threat. Nope. Another land would be great. That is not another land. It is a Fury pitch card with slip out the back. Interesting. I don't want to use like that many resources on the Sprite Dragon. Like, what are the chances he has a spell in hand? He could have just drawn one. Do we risk it? Do we do the fun thing? Let's swing in first. Potentially. Okay. Okay, we're going to try to do the thing here. We're going to try to do the thing and see what happens. Don't know if this is smart, but for research purposes. So what we're doing here is we're going to play our Fury. We're going to slip out the back. If he like tries to pump his Sprite Dragon a bunch, then I'll just bind it next turn. So we're about to find out what he's got in hand. Yep, he probably has something. Use Giant Growth, maybe. 2 mana. Anamorphose, right? Before that resolves, we'll do this. Wow, you can actually do it on... Interesting. You can actually do it on any creature. You can do it on opponent's creatures. That is actually really interesting. So I could potentially, like, I didn't even think of that line. I didn't think of using it on his creatures. Like, I could use it to, like, save myself an attack from a bunch of damage in an attack phase when he, like, goes all out. That's very interesting. I'm not going to do it right now, but... Very interesting. I didn't realize it was target creature. I just thought it was like a creature you control. That gives you like some more options for slip out the back. Like you could potentially slip out the back in response to creativity or something to phase out the token so it can't be targeted. Man, that's so weird. Okay. That's fine though. Force him to use his spells not on his turn, which is not what he wants to do because he wants to do damage to me, obviously. So he'll have to burn the mana, and then when he swings in with, I'll just binding it, his thing, and he's actually dead next turn if he just tries to. He doesn't have a something to do. Huh. What a weird card. I have to think more about that. Of like maybe in previous games I could have actually used it to save myself from some damage or like to bounce a blocker, basically. That's another application of it. So if like my opponent is chumping, then I could just use it on their blocker, swing in for a turn to get a bunch of damage in. Of course, it will grow their creature, but there could be applications there. Yeah. Let him just do a million spells here. And then I will bind. Hopefully he doesn't just kill me, but I don't think he can. He doesn't have any lava darts in the graveyard, so that's a good sign. Obviously, I want him to just like use up a bunch of spells here, and then I just binding his Sprite Dragon, and then I kill him next turn. We'll see if he tries to keep like a Swift Spear back to block. You can argue that Rest in Peace isn't good in this deck, or sorry, in this matchup. I think the problem is like these decks are running Underworld Breach as a win con, so Yeah, I get it. He's just gonna waste all his spells. That's fine. Go ahead. The old counter your own spell. Okay. Oh no, he's got lethal. What will I do? Should keep Swift Spear back. No, I guess he's just gonna go for it. Okay. I'll take 3. Next turn he'll take 11. There's my old Fury. Swing in for 8 damage. All right, slip out the back. I mean, it wasn't that effective there because but I did force him to use a bunch of spells that would have otherwise killed me on my turn. So, was it good? Was it worthy of playing? Don't know, but it was kind of cool there. Now I have to just think about times like I can use it to stifle creativity. I can use it to clear a chump blocker. Like there are more applications to it than I was thinking initially. I could even use it. I wonder what happens if I slip out the back in response to an equip trigger. It says it phases out with any equipment on it. Like any equipment that's on it also phases out. But if the equipment is not on it, I believe I will I'm thinking of like Hammertime, right? Like maybe, they flash in the hammer and then I slip out the back and target Inkmoth Nexus or something. So it's saying treat it and anything attached to it as though they don't exist until its controller's next turn. But at that point, it would not exist. So you wouldn't be able to then equip, if the equip trigger is still on that stack, you wouldn't be able to equip it to something that doesn't exist. So it should fizzle. Obviously, I have to like try it in MTGO because I did look up the rules a little bit to like this mechanic, but it's weird. It's very weird. So but that's my understanding. So my understanding is I could actually bounce that. I could actually do that, and it'll fizzle that equip trigger. It will pump his creature though. It'll have a counter on it from that point forward. But that's interesting to think about. There's actually many more applications than I was originally thinking. You could also use it against like Titan. They play a Titan, and it like before if they try to do the haste thing and everything, then before the attack or at the start of the attack phase, you could phase it out, and he's not going to get that second trigger from it swinging. So that could be another kind of weird application for it. Not sure if it's actually that viable, but it's certainly interesting. So it's almost like you bounce. It's almost like you're like bouncing a creature and then like putting a counter on it. So like if you did it against your opponent in the short term, it's helpful a lot. But then you obviously don't want to necessarily like be pumping your opponent's creatures. But it could be applicable in certain cases if you're desperate. Okay. I'm probably supposed to mulligan this only because I can't actually cast Scion with a basic forest. So like with this as it is now, I can't cast any threats. I think I'm supposed to mulligan this. Yeah, this is better. This is much better. What do I want to bin here? Probably want to bin Dramoka's Command. Yeah. I think there's an argument. I definitely need to keep Scion. I could have been the Bolt, but I want pitch cards for Fury if I need to. I think I made the right decision. So here I'm probably just gonna fetch a Triumph turn 1 almost certainly. Okay, he's doing the thing. If I can get a third land, I'll be feeling really good about this guy. Bobbles me. Okay, Kabu's good too. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I have Swamp and Mountain on separate lands. So if I draw a third land, I can potentially fetch a basic and then save me some life total for Hidetsugu. So what we're gonna do is, so that would be Zagoth Triumph I'd have to fetch. So let's go ahead, because this can fetch both my basics, let's go ahead and play Foothills here. With plans of just hopefully we can hold on for the first turn and not take a ton of damage. With DRC, and like obviously if he gets Delirium or stuff like that, then that'll be annoying. I can always Fury I could always like play Kavu next turn and then Fury if he has 2 creatures out. That could also be viable. We'll see what he does. But I am gonna save myself a little bit of life total by not taking damage from my lands, but I obviously will. Like hopefully he can't get Delirium this turn. He's got 2 types. So you need like instant and sorcery in there or a creature, but he can every time he casts a spell, obviously he can surveil, so he could potentially get it. If he does sorcery here. Okay, second DRC. Okay. Things are looking better to go with the Kavu into Kavu and Fury plan. Yeah, so he's gonna Lava Dart me. Still doesn't have Delirium. He could have Mutagenic Growth. Oh, now he has Delirium. That's very annoying. Right? Because you just got a creature in the graveyard. So I could bolt the DRC now. Then I don't have black mana for Hidetsugu. So that's not amazing. However, if he gets both, if he already has Delirium, then I guess if he had Mutagenic Growth, that'd be like a big blowout. Problem is, like, I'm gonna take so much damage from 2 DRCs, but I think that's okay. I don't know. Maybe you could argue that that was stupid and I should have done something differently. Because now I can't kill both of them. And if he has a Mutagenic Growth, then I can only kill like one of them. So I don't know. What did I say I need to do? I need to do Zagoth Triumph here because I want Swamp and Mountain on separate ones. Okay. What does that change? So now I could hold on to the Bolt, Pitch Fury, and kill a DRC and play a Kavu. Or I could play a Scion. I think I like Kavu better. Let's see. I guess it's a blowout if he has Mutagenic Growth. Other option would be to let them try to survive and take 6. I mean, I'm taking a lot of damage, though. That's like the problem. I think I have to Pitch Fury here. Although it's not great because I'm like 2 for 1ing myself. And if he has Mutagenic Growth, it's like a total blowout. This is like very close. Like, do I want to keep... The thing is, like, I could keep the other Fury and pitch Bolt. I mean, the other hand is like, I could be like, well, I should just hope to draw a land. But I'm going to take a lot of damage from these. I think I have to Fury Pitch Fury or Fury Pitch Bolt. I think I want to Fury Pitch Fury. It's like very close. I'm not exactly sure. And I'll kill one of these. And hopefully he doesn't have Mutagenic Growth or else be very sad. I guess like that was maybe... Okay, he didn't have it. Okay. So now if we draw another land, we can potentially wipe his board. Although I can start exiling stuff as well. So I can like exile the Lava Dart. And he won't have Delirium anymore, potentially. But he's going to keep dumping cards in his graveyard. Yeah, I really would like another land so I can just jam Hidetsugu. Because like really both the chapters on Hidetsugu are irrelevant in this matchup. Because I want to be able to wipe his board, and then I want to be able to exile his graveyard so he can't flashback stuff. So you could argue that maybe I should have played Scion here, but I see with Lava Dart already in the graveyard, like I don't think it's a great trade to block DRC and he Lava Darts my Scion, and then my thing just dies. I need to apply some pressure to his life total. But if he plays Unholy Heat, then I'm also kind of in trouble. But I haven't seen that yet in this matchup, in this match. So I don't think that's super common. He got Mutagenic Growth, so he'll probably just jam in some more. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to hold on here. I know he has Mutagenic Growth in hand, but I need a land for Hidetsugu. Okay, another Swift Spear. So if you mutagenic growths, it makes it Swift Spear a 4/5. I mean, he's not gonna attack with those Swift Spear, right? He would have to have double. Well, his 2 cards in hand would have to be double mutagenic growth to blow me out. But even if that's the case, then yeah, I have to block this. I guess he can. I guess he'll lava dart me. Maybe that was stupid. I need to just hope for a land here. I didn't think mutagenic growth and lava dart. This was a blowout. But I would have taken a lot of damage anyway. So I think I had to do this. Yep, and then he'll lava dart me, and then yep, this was a blowout. But I had to do it. I forgot about lava dart. I should do math better. Now I'm really just hoping for another land. And if not, I'll just kill the... I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I should have kept the Fury. I mean, at least I'm saving myself a ton of damage here. But land. Yes. Okay. Go forest. Do we care about forest versus plains? I think we just want to do forest. Got 2 cards in hand. Ain't gonna help him here. Okay. And then he's got precisely 1 turn to make use of his graveyard before it's gone. Yep, iteration. So now we might be in an okay place. I can play my Scion next turn and then hold up Bolt. And maybe we can get out of this one. It's dicey, though. But this will at least make his Underworld Breach much harder, if that's one of his, like, win cons. We'll see if he can get another threat. Okay, he did get Sprite Dragon, but I can Bolt that. Okay, he doesn't play it. Interesting move. Okay. We'll exile all graveyards. Green, green. Scion. Should we play this land? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, now let's see if we can hold on. And he's going to play some Sprite Dragon. Okay, DRC. Try to rebuild his whole board. Don't care about DRC. It doesn't have Delirium that much. Swift Spear. Wow, that's pretty good. Three threats. I know his last card in hand is Sprite Dragon, I believe. Oh, unless he exiled it. What did he reveal? Yeah, just kill a Swift Spear now. I don't know that matters that. We'll just kill now. Life total's low. I want to be careful here. I'm not going to crack that fetch yet. I don't need it. Okay. Like that first strike and lifelink there. It's very helpful. Of course, I guess if he can turn on Delirium here, I'm potentially in trouble. So maybe that was a reason to not kill DRC, instead kill... Oh, he's got Sprite Dragon anyway. Yeah, I guess he could just kill me here, honestly. I didn't think that through. I shouldn't attack with Scion. So if he Morphoses... Well, I actually don't know his last card in hand. I think maybe he exiled Sprite Dragon and just didn't play it. I think that's what it was. I don't remember. He's going to Morphose. So he's obviously, I guess, trying to get Delirium to try to win or something. Second iteration. He's got an instant creature. He need land and artifact. Or land or artifact, I guess. So I guess he could get a land here and get Delirium and get 3, but I still don't think he'll be able to kill me unless he can, like, bin a Lava Dart or something. Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to bolt this Vessel of the All-Consuming so I don't start gaining life. That'd be very sad if he just flips a card for Delirium right now. Nope, he did not. Okay, I don't have anything I can do here. Guess he'll swing in for 1. But he's like 1 card away from Delirium. So the race is on. Tribal Flames would be great. Bolt would be great. Binding is also very good. I don't think I need any more lands. I'm not going to play it. You could argue for deck thinning and stuff like that, but I think I need every point of life because of... I should have We'll see. He's gonna get a lot of surveil triggers, so I think there's an argument to um, bind the DRC now. But I guess I have to make sure I'm not dead to um, like what would Sprite Dragon maybe would kill me? Let me think. I should have done this last turn. I shouldn't have given him a free surveil trigger. That was a mistake. Because it gives him a chance to put a lava dart in the graveyard, and he just did. Yep. So I think I have to bind now, but again, I punted there. Got one free lava dart in the graveyard because of me. It's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if I can hang on here. Think he can kill me with like a threat and like a bolt. I don't know. I have regrets. These matches are so close every time. Like, does he play like a okay? Okay. Keep digging for stuff. Like, I guess if he gets a Swift Spear plus a bolt and he has Lava Dart in the graveyard, that's a win. But I don't remember if he already played a land this turn. I don't know what he has in hand, but I'm sure he'll find what he needs with iteration. Man, frustrated that I gave up that trigger because it allowed him to get a Lava Dart. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to get a Lava Dart in the graveyard, and that would save me like 3 points of damage. So if I might lose because of that, honestly. I wasn't thinking about the surveil triggers. I was thinking for a long time here. Maybe he bricked. I'd really love like a bolt, tribal flames off the top. That'd be very helpful. We're 15 cards into the deck. Only seen one bolt, I think. Yep, 2 Furies, 1 bolt. So really thinking about this one for a while. Exiles a land. So he might have the win here. Again. I guess he doesn't. No, he's looking at his own library. Guess he doesn't have the win. You'd need another land plus Swift Spear. See what he has here. Maybe a DRC again. All right, now I might just lose. He's gonna bolt me. Land, bolt me again. Or he's only got 1 lava dart in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2. Oh my god, seriously? Oh wow. So it did. That lost me the game. Getting that lava dart in the sorry, him getting that surveil and being able to get 1 extra lava dart in the graveyard lost me the game. That's frustrating. Like I feel like this is now my second loss to Prowess in this league, and I feel like every Prowess match is like this. Like I'm, it's this close. It's turn 7, and he digs through multiple iterations and manages to find the exact thing he needs. But like I said, I could have played it better. I could have binded the DRC on my turn. He wouldn't have gotten a surveil trigger. He would have had 1 less. Let's think. I think he did that. Yeah, he would have had 1 less lava dart in the graveyard. So he could have still gotten it. 2 lava darts with expressive iteration. So maybe it wouldn't have made a difference. But I think he did play 2. So I mean, look how I don't know. What a frustrating match. So again, both. So I'm now at 1 and 2, with 2 very close losses to Prowess. So I guess that's just the name of the game here. Okay, I'm back for round 4. Sitting at 1 and 2 right now. This is gonna be a 1-lander, so I'm gonna mulligan this. Yeah, this hand's better. I think we might just put back Scion here. We could. There's also an argument to, or sorry, we're gonna put back a land. I don't know what I was thinking. We're gonna put back this Temple Garden, and then we'll be able to go. We're gonna keep this in Temple Garden, and then we will be able to go turn 1 Sacred Foundry to play our Ragavan, and then turn 2 to play Kavu. That's gonna be more pressure than just tap land and then Scion on turn 2. And the reason I'm picking Flooded Strand here is because I want to save those green fetches for Overgrown Tomb. It might be the case that I draw another fetch, and that would allow me to, on turn 3, play Overgrown Tomb and possibly double spell. So that's just a a little pointer with this mana base, because our only fetchable black source that is a shock land is Overgrown Tomb. You want to save these green shocks for as late as possible. So it looks like he's on a Murktide, or it could be, honestly, it could be another Prowess deck. Um, could be a few different things, but that's okay. Okay, we do get a Triumph there, but we're just going to stick with our plan of playing our Kabu turn 2. And now we do Breeding Pool, and I hope it's Murktide and not Prowess, because I'm tired of playing Prowess this league already. I guess he would have probably Lava Darted if this was Prowess. Seems like more likely to be Murktide. Yep. I would love a red card for Fury. Not a red card. Okay, well, what we'll do is, let's think for a second. Is there any reason why I would want to play Windswept Heath, or do I want to just play the Triumph now? Maybe I save the Triumph for, maybe I, okay, so here's the decision I have, right? I could loot away a Triumph. I think that's good. I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go with this. There's also the possibility of exiling a card from the graveyard, which is good to turn off Delirium, but I think for now I'd rather loot away this Triumph. I don't think there's any way he blocks. Okay, second Scion is not the worst. Yep. So now we will just fetch an Overgrown Tomb, I think. Or we get our other Triumph. Do I want the red and the white? Sure. Could keep it in for cycling, but I think I'll just do this. Push through 5 damage, and then now I can block the Ragavan with my Scion, so there's no situation where he's... I mean, he could, if he can get Delirium with, like, I guess 2 more types in 1 turn, then potentially he could kill my Scion with the heat, but there's no way I'm letting this Ragavan connect. If I get another red card, I can... Okay. Guess he's just wasn't liking where things were going. Maybe he didn't draw a 3rd land. I'm not sure. But we're against Murktide. So, like, the question is this stuff good against Murktide? I think so. Teferi's also good. Rest in Peace is also good. So what's not as good? I don't know. This list is harder to board with, because, like, I don't want to take a lot of things out. I think I trimmed 2 Tribal Flames. It's just hard to resolve it sometimes. Um, I think you can maybe trim 1 Ragavan on the draw. Do I keep all the slip out the backs and the stubby Ds in? I don't know. I'm keeping the Furies in. I don't want to go too low on red cards, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. Because maybe we'll trim on a slip out the back. So now we still have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With 13 red cards, I think this is fine. Again, this is like new deck tech, so it's not exactly a science right now of when is slip out the back not good, when is it good. I don't really know. I'm just testing this card, so we're gonna give this a shot. Jamarcus Command could also be good in this matchup, a one of maybe. I'm gonna try this though. Teferi's very good. Rest in Peace, very good. So, oh, actually, no. Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna trim a Kavu. I'm sorry, I forgot about Dress Down. I actually like the Ragavan in, I think, instead of Kavu, just so we don't get blown out by Dress Down as much. Kavu obviously still good in this matchup, but I suppose Slip Out the Back can protect against Dress Down too. What a weird card. All right. Well, we got our sideboard answers. We don't have anything else though, so I think I have to mulligan this. Okay. This is a very bizarre hand. So the issue with these sorts of hands is always the basic planes. What you want is red on 1 mana and green on another, so you can cast a Kabu. The problem with this is I don't have that. Now I do have, you could argue, Lightning Bolt. No, I gotta mulligan this. Too awkward. Okay, this is better. So we don't have the removal for Ragavan turn 1. Let's see. So we could just get Domain right away. I think I have to play a threat turn 1 just because of the risk of Ragavan. So I think we put the Savai Triumph back. And now you could say you could play Ragavan turn 1, or Nakatl turn 1, and then turn 2. This one's hard to say. What do I want to keep though? Like, do I just bin Scion? Scion's like a big threat. Do I bin Stubby D? Stubby D's not amazing, but it does kind of provide some control. Maybe I just bin Stubby D. I don't know. This one's close. Maybe it's smarter to bin one of these 1-drops. Or Scion even. Because it's just awkward to cast. See if he's got the Ragavan. He doesn't have the Ragavan, so this is like better. So the problem is with me just playing a Triome is there's the old Thoughtseize bug. Like, do I want to play Ragavan here or do I want to play Nakatl? I guess I play Nakatl, so next turn we'll play Nakatl. Next turn I can then dash Ragavan if he swings in. Or I could play Ragavan, hold up Stubby D. I have options here. I think that's a better play. The reason so you might be wondering like, oh, why are you playing that and not just holding up, not just like playing a fetch and holding and then fetching a Triumph. The issue with that is against Murktide, like he's probably got counterspell. So if I just don't play anything, then he's just gonna sit back with 2 mana up to counter whatever I try to do, like for the rest of the game. So I need to put some threats on the board, apply some pressure early. And so that way he can't just sit back and try to counter everything. I mean, he still could, but he's going to then start taking 3 damage every turn. So that's like basically what we do. And now I'm set up so that like if he tries to sit back with a counter spell, I'll play Sacred Foundry. It doesn't look like he's going to, but okay, I'll play a Ledger Shredder. Fine. Kind of surprised he didn't attack there. So now we're kind of in a pickle though because he could double block me. I think that's okay. I could also dash. No. I could be, maybe there's argument to be worried about Blood Moon. So I think we're gonna hold up Stub. We're gonna swing in with Nakatl, and I'll see how he tries to block here. If he tries to double block, he just takes it. He's just taking it. That's fine. We'll go red white, and then we're gonna play a Ragavan. Now we got 3/3, swinging in for 3. So now we'll have Ragavan in play, and we'll be protected against Blood Moon if he tries to turn 3 Blood Moon me. And we are presenting some more threats on the board. Of course, his Shredder will grow, but now it's not growing from my stuff. So I think this is fine. I'm seeing Basic Island, so I have to play around Blood Moon if I can. And with Stubby, I can. So now next turn we'll set up pretty well because like if I can play Scion and potentially hold up Stub, which is a good place to be. We'll see what he tries to do here. If he attacks, I'm not gonna. There's no way he's gonna attack. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. So he's probably holding up Counterspell. Okay, Fury doesn't really change anything. It does give. Let's see. If I swing with Ragavan, he's just gonna block with Shredder. Is there any reason to play this land first? Like, I don't want to grow the Shredder, so I think I just swing in with Nakatl first. He could play a removal spell, and I could potentially stub it. It's close. We'll play the land. I don't want to be able to grow the Shredder pre-combat. I don't think. I'm not going to attack with Ragavan yet, but I will attack with... And like this now will grow his Shredder. But he looks like he's just holding up Counterspell. So... Oh, sorry. If he has Counterspell, it will grow his Shredder because I'll double spell this turn. But I need to get some more pressure on the board. So, feels like a Counterspell to me. Yep, I'll let him surveil. And then he's going to have to attack. If he gets Delirium, he's going to have to attack his DRC into my Shredder. Sorry, not my Shredder. So we'll do that. We'll get the Connives trigger. Again, it's not great. I don't want to grow his Shredder and let him like loot away bad cards, but at the same time, I want to get more pressure on the board. Next turn, if I get another red card, you know, I could potentially do some damage for Fury. If not, then, you know, it's whatever. But right now he's stuck. He missed a land drop, so I'm just going to go full on applying pressure here. That's kind of the reasoning. So he's thinking a long time. He's probably thinking about how to get Delirium on. So he put an instant in there. It's kind of surprising. Actually, I would have thought he would try to do like a sorcery or something. So now Ragavan is first strike. My opponent missed a land drop. I'm guessing he doesn't have iteration, or else he would have cast it last turn. That's probably why he didn't bin a sorcery. Maybe he's got a Murktide now. He's got the third land. He could Blood Moon me, but at this point, it doesn't matter that as much because I've got pressure on board. And I've got Ragavan, and I've got Coddle, so it'll just shrink my Coddle. But not the end of the world. Or you can just do nothing. It's another possibility. Okay. So I get 2-for-1 myself to kill his Shredder, and then swing in with... That's going to give him... That won't give him Delirium yet. He could just counterspell it, which I guess is pretty bad. We'd go for it anyway, though. Could just be holding up there because counterspell or Archmage's Charm. Maybe I should have done this post-combat. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, like, okay, creatures are going to lose abilities, which means I can't kill him with Fury, but the evoke trigger doesn't go off. So now I just have a Fury in play for free. So it's pretty handy. Let's see. If I attack, he could double block, and I'll just kill his Ledger Shredder, so that's fine. I guess it's a blowout if he double blocks. We'll just do this. No, he lost the ability, so I'm just going to keep applying pressure here. That was like a real desperation move, I guess. I don't know if his hand is just so slow. I'm not sure what he's doing. But like, I don't think you want to be getting a Fury in play. Maybe he didn't know how it works with the evoke trigger. So I guess it's possible. So now he's going to try to bolt, I guess, the Fury. So I guess maybe it's not the worst. I mean, I guess we 2-for-2'd each other. He wastes, I don't know. Kind of weird sequence. Maybe he just drew bolt then. That's probably what it was. Still think I'm in a pretty good spot. I mean, his life total is under pressure. He's going to iterate here. I guess if he gets a big Murktide down, that'd be problematic. I need like a binding or something. That'd be great. Oh, I did attack with Scion, so got Delirium now. Unholy Heat, probably the Ragavan, and then swing in for a lot of damage. So I mean, I guess he's in a good spot here. You know, maybe I should have played that one differently. Like, I'm guessing he was maybe waiting for me to attack, and then he was going to dress down. Okay, he doesn't attack with Shredder. I guess he's very afraid of the Ragavan. So now next turn he doesn't quite have lethal yet. Okay. Could just swing in with both here. I'm going to do that. I'm going to bluff that I have something useful here. He'll just block the Ragavan. I guess it's bad if he has another removal spell, but I'm just going to keep pushing through damage and then hope to... Because the problem is he has 2 flyers in play. So if he has another bolt, then I'm dead. But I don't think me waiting back solves anything. He'll just keep the wall up and then keep swinging with DRC. So like if he has a removal spell or if he has a bolt here, then I'm just dead. Not a removal spell, but a bolt because he's got 7 damage right now. Yeah, I guess I'm just dead then. All right, well, I mean, he did what he needed to do. I could have played it. You know, the only thing I was unsure about was the Fury there. Like, maybe Fury's not that good in this matchup. and like that should come out. I don't know. Hard to say. Like I did trim on the tribal flames, and maybe I should have kept that. I don't know. I'll keep Fury in. Maybe this is a bad matchup for Fury. But it's got Ragavan, DRC. Like, if he goes with those threats, he knows I have Fury now though, so maybe he'll play around it. Yeah, this is a classic no threader, but I do have some answers. That's great, but I need something with like some oomph in it. This is much better. What am I think I'm gonna do? Ragavan turn 1, Nikotl turn 1. Like, do I want Scion here? Scion is good, but I'm probably gonna go like turn 1. I don't know if this is right. It's close. Maybe I should have just done the Fury. Like, I think I'm just gonna jam Ragavan here. Then I don't have a pitch spell to Fury, but he applies the most pressure. Then he's gonna. I don't know. This is tough. On the other hand, I could just save Ragavan and let's just go Nikotl turn 1. I usually like playing Ragavan on the play. Actually, we're just gonna go for it. Obviously, he has a lot of removal spells. If he kills it, he kills it. But I'm gonna go for it. Not sure if this is the right move. I generally on the play, I like to just jam Ragavan, like because it can essentially like they lose the game if they don't have a removal spell. Now, of course, his deck's running 8 removal spells, so I'm sure he does. Or he could have a creature, so but like sometimes they don't, and literally he'll just win the game. It'll just already be over. Okay, so we dash Ragavan, play Nikotl, I think. Do we need a breeding pool? Maybe I flip something from his deck, like a DRC or something. Play that. I will play this DRC, I think. Don't have Delirium. Don't know if we'll ever have Delirium. I guess I have Rest in Peace, which is kind of like a Nombo with DRC, so maybe I should just play my Nikotl. It would be 3/3. That's probably true. I'll just trade them. Yeah, now I'll just Fury his shit. Jam Rest in Peace. Playing with his own DRC. Jamming Rest in Peace. Like, I don't love pitching Ragavan for Fury, but I think I have to here. Then I can play Nikotl and Rest in Peace. I think we do that. The other option is, okay, well, let's think about this. The other option would be to swing with both, and he could trade with both. So dash Ragavan, he trades. No, I think I just wipe his board. And then have 2 threats on the board. I think I do that. Would really like a slip out the back here, but that's okay. I don't have Delirium now. I'm just gonna be swinging with the 1/1 DRC. So this is kind of weird game. I don't know if I played it right. But we're gonna go for it though. Why not? Why not? What else are you gonna do? Rest in Peace, DRC on the same. I should like take a screenshot of this. Oh yeah, I forgot the Surveil trigger. Do I want a Fury? No. We'll bin him. Man, I forgot about Surveil. So this guy's actually very useful. Sorry, I've never gotten a Surveil trigger before. So I'm not like on the fastest clock here, but I have shut off a lot of his stuff. If he plays a Shredder, that's probably like the worst thing for me. That guy, he had a Murktide that he was planning on casting. Okay, Scion's a good draw, but it's not because I don't have all the types I need. Okay, we're just gonna swing in with 4. I guess he could And he's got Archmage's Charm to take his thing back. Or take Mina Coddle. That's probably what he's going to do. Or he just has nothing. Nah, I guess he just has nothing. Okay, I can't cast anything, so fortunately I only have 4 types instead of 5. See if I can just beat him down with 2 1-drops. I'm not sure. This is such a weird game. Okay, Shredder's not what I wanted to see. But he hasn't been able to pump it yet, so that's a good sign. Of course, he could just kill his own DRC. That's good, though, because I can fetch Black Source. Because I can swing in for 3. I don't know if swinging with DRC makes that much sense. Probably not. I can play. I guess he'd have Counterspell up. Maybe that's what he has, but I'm just going to jam it anyway. Yep, Counterspell. But it's a close game. And that, like, I've done so much damage, I guess, with my own lands that, maybe more damage than I should have. At some point, he's going to cast something, right? Just bolt in the Coddle. Okay, he's going to cast a Ragavan. Man, drawing the lands is really killing me. Obviously, I'm going to keep the DRC back. I will trade if he wants to double block here. I'll kill his Shredder. You just have a removal spell. Yay. Oh, I guess that was... Okay, that was like kind of like a blowout. But I still am protected against Ragavan. I'm sure he has another removal spell. Okay, well, again, I've been drawing... I guess I've been drawing okay. I can't complain too much. If I put this land in play, I will in case of Blood Moon, but it's unlikely at this point. I'm assuming he's got like a bolt or something, and then I guess I'm in bad shape. Okay. Thin the deck. Maybe he just has another counter spell up. Get the planes. Leaving the Triome in. Okay. Let's try Tribal Flames in here. Sure. Probably holding up a counter spell. That's okay. Surveil. We will keep that on top. I like that one. Okay, he's at 3. Not gonna let this Ragavan connect. I just need like a bolt or something. I guess Kabu will be good too. Not sure what his game plan is here. Is he just holding up another counterspell? I feel like he would have counterspelled the last thing. I don't know what his... Does he think I'm just gonna let his Ragavan connect here? Hopefully he doesn't just have another counterspell, but I feel like he might. I only have 1 red source. That's kind of annoying. Counterspell? Nope. Maybe he has another dress down. Kill my precious Kavu. Don't know what he's got going on. Really confused about what's in his deck. Oh, I guess that's why he did his last turn's plan. At some point, he's got to start attacking with Shredder. Okay. I guess I just swing first. Assuming he's gonna block with Shredder, maybe. Okay, and I guess upkeep, I'll just bolt him. Draw step bolt. Upkeep bolt. Keep bolt. Do you have a counter spell? Nope, he didn't have it. All right. So we got back to 2-2, win against Murktide, round 4, and now I'll be back for round 5. Okay, I am back for round 5. Unfortunately, I got the slip out the back. I got the Fury. I got the red pitch card. I don't have blue mana, so I can't do the magic, so I have to mulligan this. This is also not very good hand. I think I gotta go to 5. Like, this one's just too awkward. I mean, yes, I have threats, but like they're not playable in the first 5 turns. So this is basically like a hand with no threats and just interaction, which I usually don't like to keep. So I think we're gonna go to 5. Okay, this hand's better. Keep. Maybe we just bottom Fury in a land here, only because it's not super great. We could bottom Tribal Flames. It's not necessarily great like pitching cards when I'm already on mulligan of 5. So I think I'm just gonna bin Fury, and then we'll bin a Flooded Strand. Hard to say though. It depends on the matchup a lot. Like, yeah, so the upkeep stop. You could make the argument that you should keep the Fury, bin the Tribal Flames, because depending on the matchup, oh man, is it Hammer? Then I'm gonna have big regrets. Yep. Now I have big regrets about that. So what I didn't think through is like if I kept the Bolt and the Fury, I could play Triumph turn 1, Fury this, or Fury as creatures, and then yeah. On the draw special, I should have kept Fury. Okay. So we're just gonna go Blood Strand here, and then pass the turn. I don't think I'm gonna end up bolting this Sentinel. I will potentially bolt Stoneforge Mystic next turn though if he plays it and has Cauldron complete. I can't really deal with the Cauldron right now, so let's see if he has the turn 2. Then I'll have to, but that's not great, of course, because then I can't play my Scion. So I'm gonna hope that he doesn't have not Esper Sentinel. Garzade. Okay. Obviously, if he flashes in the hammer here, then I am going to bolt his Esper Sentinel in response. To buy me some time, mostly. Or I could just eat the damage. See if he tries to do it. Be very weird to not attack here. Even just to get in for 1. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. See if he's got it. Doesn't seem to have it. Take 1. Okay. I think I just want to play Scion next turn. Obviously, it's annoying to have that, and now I'm like having such huge regrets about not having the Fury. So let's like I'll hope to draw a Fury here. Yeah, I want red and white on different mana. Oh, I can't do that anyway. I think if it matters here, just go Zagoth. Yeah, so I'll hope for a Fury. Okay, another Bolt's not bad. I have a lot of damage to burn in hand, but I don't know if I can actually live. So we need a Sacred Foundry, and we'll play our Scion. And then maybe we just like burn him out or something. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, so that's like a lesson learned. I didn't think through that line of like, since I'm probably gonna have to play a tap Triumph turn 1, like there's a lot of power in being able to play Fury to deal with threats without having to spend mana. So I actually should have done that. I should have kept Fury and probably pitched a Tribal Flames. Or sorry, bottom of Tribal Flames. And then I would have been it. Like then I could have basically killed both these Esper Sentinels and still played my Scion on curve. And obviously I would have been in much better shape, but that's okay. I guess he just doesn't have it. I guess he could flash it in on either one. I don't block. if he has two of them, he just flashes him in on the one that I don't block with. So I think I just let this through. I think I'm dead to two hammers no matter what. Obviously, it'd be good to kill one of them, but I don't know. We gotta try to hang on here. If we draw another red mana, we can potentially kill both sentinels. Yeah. Does he have the second hammer? Maybe that's what he's. Maybe he had two hammers the whole time and he was just waiting. Now I really need like a binding or something. But he could just have two hammers. I mean, this is like the start, turn 3. Nope, he just has one. So I'm basically dead next turn with it unless I draw a binding. Yep, that was obviously a huge, big regret is spotting in that Fury, but unknown matchup. But I think on the draw, there's value to having Fury. I was just thinking, like, I don't want to go down on cards anymore when I was already on a mull to 5. But I didn't think through that line of, like, oh, okay, silence my only threats. That means I have to go tap land turn 1. Okay, this, like, doesn't help me at all, right? I can bolt the Sentinel. I can't attack. Bolt the Sentinel. Bolt the Sentinel to pay the tax. Guess that's what I have to do, but I won't pay this tax. But then I'm dead to another hammer no matter what. Unless I wait to bolt in response to something. Do I shock this in? Probably not. I mean, I can have two. It'll take me to 1. I can't fetch again. I don't know if that matters though. I guess I'm dead to Nest. I shouldn't do that. I'm dead to Nest for Sentinel swing. But I can potentially double bolt or pay the tax. One of the taxes. I can already pay one of the taxes though. All right, I think I do this. I don't know. I'm obviously not in a good position. Like, this is a very hard start. It would be a very easy start if I had the Fury, but I don't. And now I'm like in survival mode until I can get a binding or something to deal with the hammer. But that's okay. We have a lot of sideboard answers for this matchup, so let's hope that we can use those. We have to chump. That's for Sentinel. Could save myself 1 point damage, but I don't want to draw him a card at this point in time. See what happens. Need a binding. Yeah. I might have some dumb shit like that. Yep, so he can potentially draw another blacksmith skill here, and there's nothing I can do. So I'm not going to pay 11, but I will pay 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm just dead to another, blacksmith skill, but he draws it, he draws it. Like he didn't draw it. Okay, can I top deck a binding? These are the questions I have. I think the only thing that'll save me, I guess I could keep chumping with the creature. 1 drop. Ooh, okay, we can do the spicy tech. We can phase out his Esper Sentinel when he swings into me. So we're just gonna Tribal Flames face and try to hold on. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm excited for this. I don't even know if this will work. I don't care. I guess I shouldn't have done that because he'll draw a card, but I think I need to apply some pressure. That was kind of stupid, actually. Alright, well, whatever. No, I'm not going to pay 11 generic mana to prevent this. No way, man. Alright, he probably will draw another blacksmith skill, but I guess we'll learn how this phasing works. He's going to draw so many cards off me. He's probably like, what is this dude holding right now? Just a blue mana up. Okay, let's give it a shot. Can't pay the tax. See if he's got the blacksmith skill. Probably like, what does this card do? Oh god. All right. Got a lot of looks at drawing a blacksmith skill. Oh dear. Oh, we're good. Oh, he loses the hammer. Well, does it go back to him? Oh wait, this is a bit okay. I guess we'll see what happens. If it phases back in with the equipment attached, I guess we'll see. From reading, I thought that's what happens. I thought it would come back in with the equipment attached. But if it doesn't, that's like huge against hammer. Okay. I guess I can't target him, right? Or I can't target a card that's phased out. Okay. So I guess I'm dead if he phases back in. I guess I just do this. Like, I don't really have any other options. I just keep tribal flamesing him. Like, let me think for a second. Like, I could kill this Giver of Ruins, and then I guess I'm dead no matter what. Unless there's like another chance, like there's an equip trigger or something, I can kill this. I don't know. We'll just do this. Keep tribal flames in face, and then I just gotta hope that he loses the equipment when he phases out, which I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Okay. So now I'm just dead. All right. Well, we try to hang on. Didn't top deck what we needed. Desperation mode with slip out the back. What a weird card. All right, we got a lot of answers for this deck, so Dramokas. Guess do we need the Dramokas? I guess we do. Tribal Flames isn't amazing. Ragavan is not amazing. He's okay. I guess we're bringing Hitsugu, so we should trim on 1-drops. That's usually what we do here. Do I have enough red cards, though, or am I trimming too many? I think this is fine. I guess I'm bringing in 2 red cards with Wear Tear, so I think this is okay. All right, we're going to give this a shot. This time, if I have a Fury in hand, I'm likely to keep it and not bottom it in this matchup. So we bought ourselves 1 turn with Slip Out the Back. We still ended up dying, but I'm sure there are other applications. Like now wish I could get to try it like in response to the equip trigger. And it should just fizzle. And that's like very relevant for Hammer because he has more ways, he has Cigar's Aid, but if I fizzle the Hammer trigger, then potentially he can just get stranded like on his board, but he can't equip it to anything. So that could be relevant. All right, game 2 against Hammertime. Okay, we do have the Fury this time, and we're gonna keep it. So we're gonna keep. We only got turn 1 play to play our Triome. If I had 2 fetches, then I could go Nikadal into Kavu with Fury, but we don't. That's okay though. Leyline Binding, of course, very strong in this matchup, so I like to see it. And this is a very good hand. So we're just gonna play our Triome, pass the turn. Next turn we'll do Kavu, and potentially kill whatever he's got, or we'll wait till he has a bigger board. See what he plays turn 1, if anything. I think it's unlikely I use Fury turn 1 because I like to try to kill 2 threats if I can. So I think it's very unlikely I use Fury turn 2. I think it's very likely I use it turn 3. So he has an Ornithopter. I don't really care about much about an Ornithopter. I guess you could flash in Hammer. That would be bad. So I could potentially play around that by just bolting the Ornithopter right now. He could still be holding up. I guess if he flashes in Hammer, I don't care. I'm just going to eat the damage and then bind it next turn. Guess that's what we'll do. We're just going to get some pressure on the board. Assuming he's holding up a blacksmith skill or something like that in his hand. Okay, we go green blue. Then we'll play our Kavu. Big stompy Kavu. And hopefully they don't have the nuts, and we can hang on. we do have some answers in hand. So we'll see. Ideal world is like he taps out right here and plays a Stoneforge Mystic, and then I just like wipe the board. That'd be great. Stoneforge Mystic, do it. Wonder why. I guess I should have known if him playing Ornithopter turn 1 means that he must have Hammer and Aid in hand. So I'm gonna take a lot of damage, but then I can um start swinging. I can do a bunch of things. So, maybe that's an argument that I should just use my Fury to kill an Ornithopter, but he can't double hammer this turn, so I think I'm okay. Thinking a lot about this one though. Okay, play Saga. Yep. Let's see Stoneforge Mystic. Yes. I love when this happens. What's he getting? Cauldron complete. Hammer. All right, this is about to MH2 all over him with my Evoke Elemental. So I'll be able to Fury here, swing in for 5, play Nikotl, hold up Binding, like that. Or we could just do it all. Oh, man. All right, guys, this is exciting. We're doing the thing. This is the thing. This is the thing like we drew it up. So what we do is we Fury, pitch Lightning Bolt. We slip out to kill his board. We slip out the back. We our Fury will phase back in next turn. We'll swing with Kavu, and we can hold up Binding still. And that way, if he gets a hammer in play or something, I can just bind it. So I don't need to hold up Stub at this time. So we're gonna do the combo thing. I'm excited. This is the first time doing it. Okay, get his Fury. Check this out. So 2 and 2. Okay, in response to the Evoke trigger, we'll slip this guy out the back. Okay, he slipped out. I think we keep our hand. I like my hand. I could loot away Nikotl, but I like it. Okay, swing in for 5. Next turn, we've got 13 damage. So he's almost dead next turn. Just need to get a blocker out. I guess he could make a Saga token, but I can bind it if I need to. Probably won't, though. He'll probably just chump the Fury. Maybe he just concedes here. No, he's going to fight through it. Need a burn spell. Close this one out. Okay. So clearly he's going to get Saga token and probably trump the Fury. Does that change anything? Gives me trample. But I think I'm so far ahead that I need to probably just swing with both and then hold up Binding and Stub and let him like do his thing. That's probably what I have to do. Let him chomp here. I could bind the token, put him really low, but then next turn he'll be able to. Wait, he can make a token, right? Let me just do the math here. Yeah, tap into. Yeah, and then next turn he could get. Okay, well we'll just do this. I don't think I want to. I guess I'll just exile. I don't know. My hand is good, but I guess maybe you could argue that I should just like exile or just loot away the Nikotl, maybe get a third land, and then I could play another threat or loot away the Scion. But I'm like so far ahead right now that I guess he's gonna weigh what he's gonna do. If he just takes this, I am shocked. I guess his only Alright, well. Alright, guy. I guess his only plan was he has to make a Saga token and then equip it with Hammer. Goes to 2 life. Yeah, okay. So we just hold up Binding and Stubby D now. So you should make a token here. You should grab maybe Shadow Spear or something. Like, we'll see what he does. I could try to bind it right now, but oh, sorry, I actually can't because I don't have priority. If you do that, there's an end step. Okay. See what he tries to grab here. Can't be a hammer because he doesn't have. Maybe he'll get like a Aether Spell Bomb or something. Try to bounce one of my creatures, trump the other one. We'll see. Maybe it's a Shadow Spear. No, I don't think that gets him out of this. Okay, it is a Shadow Spear. But he didn't use the mana, so what is he going to try to do right now? Just equip Shadow Spear, and then, like, he's still dead. So, unless I did the math wrong. I don't think I did. Maybe he did the math wrong. Like, so equipping this is 2 mana. I'm not sure what he's thinking. Maybe he's doing the math right now. Stoneforge Mystic, maybe? Or maybe just another creature that can chump. 3 mana. Pierce Soul Paladin. Okay. Then he needs 1 more artifact. Was he need 3 artifacts to do this? Yeah, he needs 3 artifacts. Okay. I'll just stub this. Tapped out. And then end of turn, I can just bind one of his creatures that I don't care about. Probably the okay. Draw a card. So like, does this make a difference? I guess he can now chump. Like, let me think for a second. I guess he can't chump with like I could just bind the paladin now. He's gonna have 3 artifacts, so he'd be able to equip. I just didn't bind the Shadow Spear. I don't think does it matter. If I let this resolve, he'll presumably equip something to equip the construct token with Shadow Spear. And then I can just bind the something. I think that's fine. Like I guess he could play a land and have it's tough. I guess if he plays a 3rd land and then has Blacksmith skill, then I potentially mess that up. But he doesn't. So I'm gonna just bind his construct in response to this, I think. As you control 3 or more artifacts. So I think I just bind the construct. Yeah, okay. All right, didn't matter. So we got to do the thing. Seemed to work there, but I also had a very good hand that helped. Now maybe he'll play around Fury, play around slip out the back. No one ever expects the slip out the back. Okay, so we've got a monkey and a scion and a slip out the back. Maybe this is a game. I guess we just go. Okay, I think we keep this. This is okay. Now we can decide. Maybe I just go breeding pool turn 1. It's tough. Let's see what he does. Okay, give her ruins. Kind of annoying. Bolt. No bolt. So, like, if we play a Ragavan here, like, I don't know if my Ragavan's ever connecting. And I can't play Scion, so I think I just have to go Woodfoot Hills. And then just, like... I don't know. This isn't great. Not a great position. Okay. Not good either. So we're gonna get Savai Triumph. I guess we're just gonna jam a Scion turn 2. Unless I can get something like double slip out the back. Okay, now we're starting to maybe have regrets. I guess this is like the clunkiness if you like draw. It's kind of like with the scam. If you draw like multiple undying spells, it gets like really awkward. And maybe he just has like 2 hammers here, and then I'm in trouble. It's not a hammer. It's a Cigar's Aid. Another mana. Love a Fury here. That is not a Fury. So I swing in, play Ragavan, hold up Stubby D, and another slip out the back. Maybe that's what I do. I don't know. Apply some pressure here. I can stub a hammer, so that's good. Do I play Ragavan? Like, I guess Ragavan's good if I can chomp with him. I can chomp and then slip him out the back if I need to. Although he's gonna draw some cards from it, so it's not amazing, but why not? I need to get Steam Vents here for double blue in case I need it. That's why I didn't play the basic there. So we can stub, but he could draw some cards. But we're probably gonna stub whatever hammer stuff he tries to do here. Or we get real spicy and slip it out the back. But he's just not gonna do anything instead. I could pump my Ragavan here. So I could fetch a basic, pump Ragavan to 3/2 first strike. Is that like relevant though? Maybe I should just pump my Scion to 5/5. I don't like doing that. I kind of like just pumping my Scion bigger. Hard to say. It's close. He could Blacksmith skill me, which would be annoying. But it won't let me fetch in response to that trigger. What the fuck? All right, well, that's so annoying how that just did that. Like, obviously that was a pun. I drew him a card for free. Very frustrating. Okay. I guess he could flash in a hammer at any time, so I should shock here. I don't know. I'm in a lot of trouble if now he would flash it in already. Okay. I have regrets about how I played this. I guess I have to crack my fetch first. That's like very weird though. I can't crack a fetch. It wouldn't let me crack a fetch in response to the Esper Sentinel trigger, which like you would be able to do in real life. So that's kind of annoying. Okay. Now my Scion is slightly bigger. I guess if I swing with Ragavan, he'll just give something protection, so it's not that great. Do I just get a basic forest here? Hold up a bunch of mana? Yeah, sure. Okay, second Esper Sentinel's annoying. But he still can't block my Scion yet unless he gets an Ornithopter. So he's on 2-turn clock right now. Okay. So ended up being a 3-2 league. Kind of weird. I'm still not entirely sure about Slip Out the Back if it's a viable card. But we did get to do the thing against Hammertime, and it won us the game. And we lost 2 close games to Prowess. So I'd have to go back and look, and like maybe there were times where I could have saved a bunch of life total by slipping out the back like one of their Prowess creatures when it's swinging for like 10 damage. I'd have to look. So, but definitely an interesting list. Like I think there's some power here. Obviously, it's very similar to the stock list. Um, and slip out the back, I guess, in its worst case is pay 1 mana for a +1/+1 counter. That's not amazing, um, but it's also not like totally useless. And then best case, I think the ceiling is pretty high with that card. You can blank someone, with using it with Fury is pretty good. You can blank someone's removal. You can, like I said, bounce someone's creature or something like that if they're trying to equip. Like you can do a lot of weird stuff. So certainly an interesting card. I definitely would have to test it some more to figure out if it's like worthwhile. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. And I'll see you guys next time.